Now for our monkey, I'm going to do a purple monkey. I've got, again, two 660s, both violet, tied end to end, make the body, of course. And now we're going to move to the head. I've got another 660 in violet with about 3 to 4 inches uninflated on the end. This is the really fun part. You'll love this. Twist off about a 5 or 6 inch bubble on the end, followed by a small bubble that we're going to make into a pinch twist. Then we're going to need, make sure this is a little soft, about a 4 inch bubble there, followed by another small round bubble that will again be a pinch twist. We've made basically the beginning of a bear head. We're not going to do the other bubble like this one because this is going to get taken off in a minute, but before you take it off, this is where the real fun begins. So what we're going to do is take all 3 of these bubbles across the top, the 2 pinch twists and the bubble in the middle, and make them into a giant sort of pinch effect. What I'm doing is I'm squeezing the tops of these 2 bubbles. You can see my fingers under there, this long bubble, this shorter bubble here. I'm bringing the tops of them together underneath. And then I'm going to take all of these 3 bubbles on top and spin them around a couple of times. And that makes my monkey's head. As you can see, looks like a monkey's head. Now this is a little bit long for a monkey's nose. And the reason you could, if you made this shorter, made it round, make the monkey nose, that would be his nose there. But I just personally like to take it off and add a lighter one. Gives his face a little more character. So I'm going to cut it off right by the knot, let the air out. And then I'm going to take this, and when I wrap it around, I'll make sure to go around the bottom and up over the ears. Because I do not want that coming undone, because if it comes undone, you have to start over. There's no going back and redoing it. So there's the beginning of our monkey head. Now I've got an 11 inch round lilac that I've blown up to about 6 or 7 inches here. And I'm going to take the nozzle of it, twist it right into the middle here of all of this. Twist it around a couple of times. Make sure it's going to stay. You don't want it popping off in the middle of this. And then that lighter color gives his face so much more character by having that. Now, instead of doing my traditional split 5 inch round for the eyes, when you split them, if you make them larger and split them, they tend to get more oval shaped and not as round. So to make sure they stay round, I've taken 2 5 inch rounds, blown them up to about 2.5 inches, and then it's going to tie them together like that to make the eyes. And then they're going to go up here on the top, but you come from the bottom of the back of the head. And just bring one around either side and then twist them over on top to pull them in place. And you can see now how it's starting to resemble a monkey's head. And in a minute we have the artwork that'll be a lot better. Now sometimes you'll notice this is pulled out. If you want to pull it in tighter, I'll wrap it around the eyes once. That way I don't accidentally unwind it. And then if you wrap it around the head a couple of times, every time you wrap it around, it pulls it in just a little bit tighter. Go as many times as you want. I'll do 3 or 4 times like that. And then that pulls it in just a little bit tighter there in that. So there's our monkey's head. Now before we add it to the body, we're going to add arms. So I'm going to set this aside for a moment. I have 2 violet 360s, each with about 5 or 6 inches uninflated on the ends. And we're going to make his 2 arms, one at a time, obviously. That one's rolling away from static electricity. I'm going to put it there for a minute. Make a thumb with about a 2 to 3 inch bubble. Follow that with 2 small pinch twists. Well, relatively small for a 360. Position them one on either side of the bubble like that. And then make 2, about 2.5 inch bubbles. And then bring the end of the second one into those 2 pinch twists there. That will make 1 hand. And then turn it so the thumb is sticking up, the 2 bubbles are out on the end, and the 2 pinch twists are like that. Set that one aside. And then do the same thing with your second one. So Make your about 2 to 3 inch bubble, followed by your 2 pinch twists. Like that. Your 2.5 to 3 inch bubbles there. Twist that in as a pinch twist. Position it with your thumb on top, 2 fingers out. Then we're going to come back. Okay, you're going to take your 2 arms. I'm going to make mine about 16 or 18 inches long. So twist the ends together. And then on one of them, take and make a small bubble. Make that into a pinch twist. We're only going to need one, because I want his arms to kind of stick forward. And then those 2 ends that you have left over, release the air, and then just tie them together. Secure his arms. Cut the excess off so that you end up with 2 arms with a pinch twist in the middle. Then we're going to grab our body and come down just a couple inches below the head. Twist a bubble. And then we're going to twist those arms right there. If you put the pinch twist in the back, it kind of pushes his arms forward a little bit, so he's reaching out to you like that. Then we're going to come down to the bottom. It's getting a little snug, but it should still have enough room that you can pull this off. Twist a little bubble off the bottom of it so that he has a body. And then we're going to take that and twist that onto our 660. And the monkey, and I referred to this as the body earlier, actually, these become his legs. And his body is up here. You'll be sitting in the monkey. And when I put him in, I'll have him facing forward from the back, so that your person will be sitting here and your monkey is behind them instead of in front of them. He's straddling around the waist that way. So set that aside for the moment. We'll come back to that in a minute. Now we're going to take one of our other 360s. We have 2 left. This one has only got a little bit left on the end. We're going to make his tail. We're going to start making 2 small fold twists, about a hand width each, and fold it. I tucked that through there, but apparently I didn't grab it. Pull it through the middle there to secure it in place. There we go. Second one, lock it in. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of shape before I put it on. Give him a nice curly tail. And again, remember our monkey is going to be sitting and facing forward. So the tail actually goes at this end, at the base of his body, as opposed to at the other end, like with all of our other animals. And those 2 fold twists go on the back there, and they help his tail stick straight out the back like that. So there's our monkey with his tail. Now, you could stop here if you don't want him to have any feet. And he's very cute already. But I'm going to go ahead and give him some feet, so we'll set that aside. I've got one more Violet 360. And all I'm going to do for these, I'm going to make 2 pinch twists. I mean, if you want to make fancier feet, you can, but I'm just going for simplicity. And then 2 fold twists that are about 7 or 8 inches long when folded. One there, one like that. And then this excess we're going to cut off. Two simple feet that are going to go on the other end of his body here. Just bring them off with 2 pinch twists on the bottom to make them stick up. And now our monkey has feet, and our monkey is complete. There you go.